Welcome back to Black News Tonight. We're right in the middle of Black History Month, yet to help us reimagine what the month stands for, an impactful organization says it should give it a new name. The coalition organization representing more than 50 groups, the Movement for Black Lives, is re-envisioning the month of February as the Black Futures Month. They call it a visionary, forward-looking spin on celebrations of blackness and our radical black history. And they call for a new world in which all are free and self-determined, and most importantly, where all black lives matter. One very important issue they're calling attention to is the state of black political prisoners and the urgent need to reimagine a new system with no prisoners or prisons at all. To discuss the larger context of political prisoners and the need for abolition, joining me now is Dr. Amara Enyia. She is the Policy and Research Coordinator for the Movement for Black Lives. Thank you so much for joining me on this show. On this show, of course, we've covered a number of important black political prisoners, but help our viewers get a better context here. What is a political prisoner, and what sets apart black political prisoners?
Sure. Well, there's a lot that sets apart Black political prisoners when we're talking about political prisoners generally. Specifically, it's the background. So many of the individuals that are incarcerated, that are political prisoners, have a history and a reputation of working for Black liberation. Many of them were members of the Black Panther Party. Many of them were revolutionaries, are revolutionaries, and they were incarcerated because of actions tied to that liberatory work. So when we talk about Black political prisoners, we're talking about people who essentially sacrificed their lives for the cause of fighting for justice for Black people.
And what is the main goal of the state and state apparatus in keeping black political prisoners behind bars for such large amounts of time? Of course, for example, a couple of weeks ago, we had representatives on who were fighting for the release of Sundiata Acoli, just as one example. Russell Maroon Schultz was kept behind bars for decades and only was released a few weeks before he passed away. These are people who are often eligible for parole in the case of Sundiata, but who are denied parole for decades. There are people who are given extravagant, exorbitant sentences. Why does the state do this?
Well, there are a number of reasons why this happens. And so you mentioned Sundiata Acoli, who was released, who has been incarcerated, and he is 81 years old, right? So in many instances, we are talking about individuals who have been incarcerated for decades, 30, 40, 50 years. They have been in prison. And the reason is because not just what they did or what the state claims they did, but what they represent. If you look at the history of many of these cases, the individuals were incarcerated because of some interaction with police. In many of the instances, for example, in Philadelphia, a lot of the political prisoners were incarcerated, were accused of murdering police officers. There are several women also. We can look at Joyce Powell out in California. We can look at some of the women that were involved in Philadelphia and in Move. Their actions were tied to resistance activities that in many instances engage police. And so when the state is incarcerating them, they're not only incarcerating them, there are also instances of solitary confinement for years. And it's done to send a message. It is done to essentially say that these individuals who have taken it upon themselves to fight for Black liberation and to fight against police, the carceral state that throughout history has imprisoned, oppressed, abused, killed Black people in particular. And the state's response is to say, well, we're going to make sure that you are in prison, that you can no longer have the freedom to move as a free person, to continue to do that organizing. Again, if you look at the history of these political prisoners, they are largely coming out of the Black liberation movements. They are former Black Panther Party members and other folks who've just been organizing in their communities, who have dared to speak out, and they're finding themselves in prison.
Your coalition is calling the month of February from now on the Black Futures Month. Why?
Well, we wanted to certainly honor our history and honor Black history. But it's so important in this movement work to talk about the world that we are trying to create, the world that we want to build, the thing that guides our work. And that really is, it's about the future. And so we see Black History Month and Black Futures Month, as we have branded it, as our acknowledgement and recognition of the history that has gotten us to this point, of our ancestors who, through their work, through their efforts, have gotten us to this point, but also our commitment and our responsibility to building toward the future that we want and the future that we deserve. And so that's why we have branded this month Black Futures Month.
I like that. Now, one of the key pieces of this conversation has also been abolition. What role does abolition play in how you think about Black futures, and what does an abolitionist future look like in your estimation?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I think when people in general hear abolition, a lot of times there's this focus or this thought of what we're abolishing and what people are against and what, those systems and structures and institutions that are being called out. But abolition is essentially about what we can create. It's about the world that we envision. It's about the systems that we can design and build that we feel speak to our values. That's the core of this work. And so those who in the abolition space, we're working to build the world that we deserve. And that means, yes, getting rid of, moving away from, tearing down those institutions that have been harmful, that have been destructive, that have been oppressive. But more importantly, it is, what are the things that create liberation, that create freedom? What institutions speak to human dignity, that allow us to all thrive? And that is what we are building. That's what we're working toward. And that's the heart of this work.
What does the building process look like? I know it's hard to map out point by point, brick by brick, what an abolitionist future looks like. But I have a lot of people who watch this show, and frankly, as an abolitionist myself, when I talk about abolition, there are people who say, I feel you, I like the idea of it, but how do we get there? What do you say to those people?
Yeah, I mean, it's always daunting, but I always tell people, our power as abolitionists is in our imagination. We have imagined a future that is different from the present that we inhabit. And because we've imagined it, it means we can create it. And so when people say, well, how can that happen? I mean, it's impossible. I just say, look around. Every system that we live under, every structure, every institution was derived from the imagination of people. And so that same power we also hold. So the same way these systems and institutions that are harmful have been imagined and subsequently created, is the same way we can also build our own institutions and dismantle these problematic institutions and structures and systems to create better ones. And it requires us to do the work of organizing, of talking to people, of building movement, not just in an echo chamber, but on our blocks, in our communities, in our schools, our churches, wherever we are, we have that responsibility. And it all starts with a conversation. That first step is believing that an alternative is possible. And I've recognized in my work that that's often the most difficult step. One of the most effective tools, unfortunately, of oppressive systems is convincing people that this is the way it has to be, that the status quo is intractable, that there's nothing that can be done to alter it. But those of us who have seen, because we see a different future, we have a responsibility to share that vision and to engage people around that vision so that we can co-create something that reflects the kind of world that we want to live in.
Wow, powerful and inspirational words. Amara, thank you so much for your insightful comments. We really appreciate you joining us tonight. Everybody, if you want to get more information about Black Futures Month and the Black Futures Month campaign, visit m4bl.org. That's the Movement for Black Lives website, m4bl.org.